What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Hangout stream. Yeah, just really had nothing else to do tonight. I was like, you know what? I'm bored. So just come on here, hang out with you guys for a little bit, talk some movies, of course, have some guests on. So yeah, just gonna go ahead and chat it up with you guys here for a little bit. So let's go ahead and hit the comments right away. So we got William in here saying, hey, Luke in chat. Well, what's up to you, Will? Always good to see you, my guy. We got Prince in the chat, says Lukey do. Love that, by the way, my guy. Says Miami Vice wasn't Miami Vice. Well, Michael Mann film was awful. I have not seen that movie yet. I know Mike told me he watched it recently. I have not seen it yet. I do want to watch it because I have it on Blu-ray, for one, and secondly, I love Michael Mann as a director, so I'll have to wait and see. How much money do you think the Odyssey will make this weekend? By the way, what's up, Ethan? I looked into the box office actually before I started the stream, and it has currently 72 million worldwide, so I think it's bound to make a lot of money, especially even over the next weekend because we don't got anything coming out. So, like, anything coming out that could top the Odyssey. So, currently watching Saturday night's main event. Wish I could have joined on tonight, but I will next time. I'll definitely get you on soon, man. Definitely for sure. Oh, go back up. July is a big month for Zendaya and Tom Holland with the Odyssey and Spider-Man Brand New Day. I think it's just a big year in general for Zendaya because, I mean, the drama, Dune Part 3, Spider-Man Brand New Day, the Odyssey, but also kind of the same thing for Robert Pattinson. The drama, Dune Part 3, the Odyssey, and also Primetime. So the dude's going to have a big year. I mean, I think Tom Holland, Zendaya, Robert Pattinson, they're all going to have a big year ahead of them. So, John Doe Juggalo, my guy Jeff. What is up, Jeff? Good to see you, my man. Cinema Geek says, what's up? Well, what's up to you, man? Good to see you. You excited for Spider-Man Brand New Day? Of course, man. I think right now, like as now where we're speaking, like as of right now as we're speaking, it is currently, I think, sitting in my top 10 right now, most anticipated. That's just because like a lot of the films that were in my top 10 from the beginning of the year have already been released. And there's been some that have crawled up into my top 10, like Primetime, for example. The End of Oak Street is another one that really crawled up into my top 3. So, yeah, there's a lot that is coming out that I'm absolutely pumped for. What's up, Jason? Mr. Jason Carr says, Luke, holy mother of freaking heck, all mankind. The Odyssey was an epic masterpiece of a movie, simply fucking brilliant. I cannot agree more, dude. I did see the Odyssey yesterday, and it was fucking epic. Like, it was epic. It's not quite my number 1 of the year. I'm just going to say that right now. It's not quite my number 1, but it's really close. I will say it's really close up with Obsession right now, but the Odyssey is my number 2 of the year so far. It's fucking incredible. Everything that everyone has said about the Odyssey, they're absolutely right. It lives up to the hype, and it's incredible. It's epic. Nice. And yes, like I was just talking about it, Dave, I did see the Odyssey. It's incredible. Worth the 3 hours. It was worth it. 4.5 out of 5 stars for me. Nice. Nice. Oh, nice, Jason. Also, you're number 1 too. Nice. Yes, I did see that you posted your review. Good, sir. But as of right now, I'll go over my quick updated top 5 of the year so far. So currently number 5, Project Hail Mary. It's a great film. It's fantastic. I've already watched it, I think, 3 times now. Watched it twice in theaters, and I watched it once at home. It's better in theaters, but still amazing at home. Hold on just 1 second, y'all. I'm going to go shut my AC off. I mean, it's actually not too warm down here. So I'm going to go shut it off so that way it doesn't continuously pick up on the mic. So I will be right back. We're back. Yeah, it really only just takes a couple seconds. But anyways, back to the top 5 here really quick. So yeah, like I said, number 5, Project Hail Mary. It's incredible. Number 4, Hokum. Hokum is one of the best horror films I've seen in a while. I loved it. It's very, very creepy. Like, some of the stuff that is shown in the trailer is just as effective in the movie. So, yeah, love Hokum. 3, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. That one was that was a number 1 for me for a while. But, man, dude, it is so much fun. If you guys haven't seen that one yet, please put that one on your radar. It's a great movie. Like I said, number 2 is The Odyssey. Fan-freaking-tastic movie. It's epic. But that might be one of those films I will have to see again to maybe see if it'll be number 1. But my number 1 is it's Obsession. As a big horror fan, I loved every minute of Obsession. And it's one of those films that is so thought-provoking that, to me, can spark so much great conversation, like, about possible theories. And when a movie can do that, like, it can be so thought-provoking, can make you think. I think it's honestly something special. Like, I love films that make you think. And Obsession, that film, ever since I saw it in theaters, has not left my mind. So, it's stuck with me. It really has stuck with me, dude. So, yeah. That's my current top 5. Very cool. Don't get my Steelbook for Project 4K Steelbook of Project Hail Mary until October, but the standard edition comes out next month. I did pre-order the regular 4K. I didn't really feel like pre-ordering the Steelbook, in all honesty. Project Hail Mary dropped down to number 2, and I haven't seen Obsession yet. That movie is fucked up on a whole nother level. It really is. But in a good way. In a good way. So, yeah. But now that I gave you guys my top 5 best, I'll go ahead and give you guys my top 5 worst so far here in just a second. Waiting for it to go to another streaming service because it's on Peacock. I don't know when it will go to another streaming service. I mean, I know it's going to go to Prime here soon, but I don't know. I don't know when, because it literally just landed on Peacock yesterday at the time of streaming this. So I don't know when, but let's see. Made a pregame watch list for the Odyssey. Start with Pilgrimage. Is that how it's pronounced? From 2017 with John Bernthal and Tom Holland. Nice. Never heard of that. But yeah, my current top 5 worst. This makes me very sad to say, as a big horror fan. 4 out of my top 5 worst are horror movies. Yeah. 4 out of the 5. So, number 5, I have Night Patrol. So the best elevator pitch I can give for Night Patrol is basically corrupt LAPD Night Patrol officers as vampires, and you have Justin Long in one of the lead roles. Great elevator pitch. But the movie tosses around like 57 ideas, like all at once. Like, towards the third act, they do like a superhero idea that is somewhat like Green Lantern or some shit. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Number 4, I have Whistle. Yeah, I mean, it's basically a knockoff version of the Final Destination. Like, it's basically Final Destination, but with the Bye Bye Man, in a way. But that's kind of the way I describe it. Like, if you've seen the Bye Bye Man, or if you've seen something like Tarot, then you've basically seen Whistle, and it has nothing creative in stores. Like, it really has nothing creative. Might watch 300 for the first time next week. Who knows? Dude, you definitely got to check out 300, dude. That's a great movie. One of my favorite Zack Snyder movies. Yeah. Justin Long couldn't even save that one. That is the sad part. Yeah, Night Patrol. Just, yeah, don't even bother, guys. If you guys haven't seen Night Patrol, just don't bother. It's not good. Got old Restless in the chat. What's up, dude? Says, yo, well, what's up, man? And we got Nikki in the chat. What's going on, Nikki? And number 3 is a comedy called Balls Up. It's a comedy that surrounds like the World Cup, I think. And it stars Mark Wahlberg and Paul Walter Hauser, and it's directed by one of the Farrelly brothers. Yeah. I don't know what has happened with the Farrelly brothers, because they have really gone off. Like, they've just gone off the rails as of recently. Like, that is, Balls Up just has like some of the most juvenile humor that I've seen in a comedy, like probably since Dear Santa. And that is another Farrelly Brothers movie. Like, the comedy in that film is just so juvenile and so unfunny. It's yeah. Like, I like a good raunchy comedy, but all it is just lowbrow humor that isn't funny. Prince says I rated Night Patrol 2.5. Yeah, I think actually my top 5 are all of my half-star movies. I just couldn't find a single redeeming quality about any of them. Well, okay, that's kind of a lie. With Night Patrol, it has a cool idea. Like, it has a cool idea, like with like LAPD Night Patrol officers as vampires. That's a great idea. And Whistle has one solid kill. Maybe a bit too much CGI blood, but it has a solid kill that feels somewhat reminiscent of like a Final Destination movie, but still not in a good way. But yeah, that movie sucks, dude. Just unfunny. Painfully unfunny. And Dave, I'll get to yours in a second. But number 2, is this really any surprise to y'all that know me with this? The Strangers Chapter 3. Thank fucking Christ that trilogy is fucking over. Like, it's literally a waste of time. Like, and I've said this before multiple times, and I'll say it again, that the whole trilogy could have been resolved within one movie. Like, keep most of the stuff you got in Chapter 1, cut out a lot of the stuff you had in Chapter 2, because most of it is a chase scene. Like, that is like a chase scene wrapped into 90 minutes. That's what that movie is. And with Chapter 3, you could have just had like maybe the last 10 minutes. That's maybe what you could have had. The last 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, so that trilogy is just a waste of time. And I'll go ahead and get to this here really quick before I get to my number 1. Dave's top 6 right now are The Odyssey, Project Hail Mary, Michael, Disclosure Day, Masters of the Universe, and Toy Story 5. Michael and Toy Story 5 are in my top 20 right now. Disclosure Day, because of The Odyssey, just got bumped out of my top 20. Love Disclosure Day. Love it. But because there were so many other good films that I've seen so far this year, it unfortunately got bumped out of my top 20. Let's see. Whenever I go to Costco, I always get the $1.50 hot dog and a drink as a huge baseball fan. Nice. But number one is also a lot of people's number one worst. And I honestly don't even think I should go on too much about it because it's pretty much everything that everyone has said about this movie. Return to Silent Hill. Yeah. Are you guys shocked? Because it's, it's bad. Even for someone who's not a massive fan of the Silent Hill video games, just no. No. And Jeff says I got Iron Lung in my top 20 of the year, I'm sure. Let me look at my list quick. Out of 85 movies I've seen so far in 2026, let's see. Iron Lung ranks at number 35. But that's also in my range of like really good movies, like that I gave 4 stars on Letterboxd. It's from number 41, which is People We Meet on Vacation, and then all the way up to number 22, which is Mortal Kombat 2. But yeah, I did really like Iron Lung. Let's see. Still trying to obtain the Return to Silent Hill 4K. I honestly don't even know if I'll buy Return to Silent Hill. I don't know if I will. It has to be like really, really cheap in order for me to buy it. I mean, I don't know, because I do actually have the other two. And yes, I do own Silent Hill Revelation. But I have the other two. But I don't know. But Jeff, did you see Return to Silent Hill? Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, I definitely get that. I mean, there's definitely like some things I definitely want to be completionist on. Like there's certain directors, like I'm still trying to get all their films on Blu-ray, particularly Paul Thomas Anderson. I still want to complete my collection of his films because I think so far I have Boogie Nights. Hold on. What's up, my brother?
Hey, buddy.
What's going on, man?
Not a whole lot. Just last night of camping, so I'm celebrating while watching Superman. You know.
The James Gunn one?
Yep.
Good choice.
Hell yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, I mean, I really had nothing else to do tonight, so I was just like, fuck it. I'll just hop on live. But I think we might actually have a stacked panel for tomorrow night. So
hell yeah.
I'm excited.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Who we got?
So far, as far as I know, is actually somebody that's actually in the chat right now. Jeff.
Oh, hell yeah.
I've also talked with Corey. Who else? I'm trying to remember really quick. Yeah, there's definitely some people. Hold on. Noah said he might join.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, we'll see, man. I'm excited for tomorrow night.
Yeah. It's going to be fun.
Oh, in case if people don't know what we're doing tomorrow night for the stream, we're watching this classic. The Sandlot.
Classic.
Of course. You play ball like a girl. Can never go wrong with The Sandlot.
Yeah. Also, what is up, Jason? What's up, Prince? How we doing, guys? Sorry, you didn't like Miami Vice. No, it's all right, man. I dug it. I thought it was pretty cool. I just really like Michael Moore. Michael Mann's movies.
Michael Mann.
Yeah.
You'd think that Michael Moore would direct a Miami Vice movie?
No, but he would direct a movie about fucking Columbine.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That is certainly true. Very touchy subject, but
Yeah.
we're going to move on. But yeah, saw the Odyssey yesterday.
Fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah. I will say I felt the runtime, so it's not quite as high as like some people are saying, like for my list in particular, but like just saying that alone though, it's like we've had so many damn good movies this year, like my god.
Yeah.
The fact that it's
no,
at number 7 is fucking
Noah's asking for some movie recs.
let me think.
How about Step Brothers?
Ooh, Noah, check out Blind Spotting, the movie I was telling you about the other night.
That's a good one.
Told me you hadn't seen it, and I was like, dude.
Fucking watch it, man.
Yeah.
So good.
What's up,
It's
Dave?
so good. What's up? But let's see. I don't think my theater is going to play anything next week. If I'm going to call it right now.
I don't even know what all's coming out next week, if I'm being honest.
Only two I know are Motor City and Her Private Hell. That's it.
Oh, yeah, I doubt my theater's probably going to get either of them, but we'll see. I mean, Her Private Hell's Neon, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it could get that one, but I doubt it because they haven't really gotten a whole lot of like indie stuff.
Well, right, and plus there hasn't been a ton of advertising for it anyway.
Yeah. Well, because apparently it's not very good, but you know.
Well, and also I feel like a lot of Nicholas Winding Refn's films are really hard to market.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't have any other answer for you.
Yeah.
But let's see. I mean, of course, we're getting Spider-Man Brand New Day. That's not even a question. Let's see. Getting 2 runners in September. Gal Gadot, Alan Richardson, and Owen Wilson. Not sure exactly what you mean by that there, buddy.
2 runners in September.
I don't know. Michael Entity!
Dude!
What's good?
What's up, my guy?
Not much, man. Just standing outside Nile Theater right now. At over in Mesa, Arizona.
Mark Renton?
Choose
Yes,
life.
Mark-
Choose a job.
Job.
Choose a
Choose a
career.
career.
Choose a family. Choose a fucking big television. Choose washing machines, cars, compact disc players, and electrical tin openers.
I'm here for a show right now, but it doesn't start for a little bit, and the band I want to see isn't even playing until the last part of the show anyway, so I'm just kind of chilling outside right now.
Oh, I get you, man.
Yeah. How's everybody doing today?
We are doing good, sir.
Doing good,
Michael.
man.
Mike, why aren't you showing your face?
I'm still camping, bro.
Oh, well, that's no excuse.
Bruh.
You want to see this face? You want to see this face? No.
Oh God, is it just you and your friends, or you with family?
I'm with family, but they're all sitting outside. I'm chilling watching Superman. So
You're watching a movie? That's not camping.
yeah. I'm
If you were
glamping,
camping, you'd be like doing the movies yourself. Like you would literally be reenacting the films for your family for entertainment.
bro. Yeah, this is true.
Fair
So
point,
if that's
actually.
the case, and that's what you had to do, what are you going to reenact entirely? Just you, one man show?
Fight Club.
No.
I know.
It's easy.
I know.
It's easy. You can just fight yourself.
Inception.
Just do the scene like where Edward Norton's continuously hitting himself in his boss's office. Like,
Or
that's-
just in the street when the twist comes around. It's just fucking in the street and everyone's looking at him. He's just fucking going crazy.
No.
there's
you will-
that's a couple reenactments you could possibly do.
Yeah.
No, you shall do Inception.
That is literally impossible.
Yeah, I'd have to be
Mike-
running up trees and shit.
and you have to whisper to your parents when they're sleeping, like, I'm in your dreams. Ooh.
Yep.
Well, there's literally not much that you could like reenact from Inception, to be like precise.
Probably. Luke, did you see the Odyssey on Friday?
I did. I went yesterday to 3:30 showing.
Heck yeah, man. What did you think?
It's epic. I don't know what else to say. Epic.
It's epic, man. It's epic, man. Anybody that's talking crap about it either doesn't watch movies or they just didn't see the Odyssey and they're just worried about the internet. Don't listen to the internet, folks. The Odyssey is a experience.
Was I right or was I right about the fucking Cyclops scene?
Yeah.
That Cyclops scene was fucking crazy, dude.
It was terrifying, dude.
Though I do wish
I was like, what the fuck happened?
So, as much as I am as a fan of the actual, like, the Odyssey, and I'm also a huge fan of the mini-series that they did back in the 90s with Armin Asante, there was a disappointing factor to the Cyclops scene. Some people might not mind, but I really do wish that they would have left some of the original, like, scripture from the book where, like, Odysseus and the Cyclops actually have, like, a conversation together, which allows Odysseus to, like, realize how much of an asshole he is, whereas in this, like, the Cyclops doesn't even talk. Like, I mean, he barely does. There's a great scene in the original. There's a great part in the original book, which they also did in the miniseries, where Odysseus is acting like an asshole, where he's like, "Hey, you know, we traveled from far away. Where's our gift? Isn't that what you're supposed to do?" And the Cyclops is like, "No, this is completely like we don't have any laws over here." And it allowed Odysseus to, like, really think about it and learn his lesson. So that, but in this, Odysseus, you know, continuously just puts his men in dangerous situations and doesn't really learn much from it.
Yeah, you definitely do bring up some good points.
But either way, I still liked it. I thought the another great, you know, part of the story was with the sirens. I thought that was a great sequence, and I think that's probably one of Matt Damon's best acting.
Yeah, that shit was great.
Like, he looked like he was actually going through, like, serious pain, because in the books, you know, in Greek mythology in general, sirens, you know, aka mermaids, I don't really know what the difference is, but, you know, the way they serenade their songs, which allows them to, like, lure men into thinking they're safe, but in reality, they're just dangerous creatures that just will kill you, pretty much. And it's terrifying, and the fact that you don't even see them, you just see the silhouette of their heads, like, through the fog, makes it so much more terrifying. So I can't wait. That's why I'm excited to see what Christopher Nolan does if he decides to direct a horror film.
I hope he gets to. I mean, he has said he has wanted to direct a horror film.
He's got all the opportunity. Imagine what kind of horror movie he can make with the insane amount of budget that the studios just give him at this point. Like, he never has to worry about anything. They just go, Chris, just take our money. Like, just take the money. Like, we don't give a fuck what you make at this point. Our money is your money.
That's pretty much what it is. But you want to know who I thought was one of the big standout performances of the Odyssey?
Who's that?
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, Pattinson was good.
Are we all forgetting the best fucking performance, which is fucking Anne Hathaway?
Dude, she was amazing.
Anne Hathaway was good. Anne Hathaway was great. Travis Scott actually kind of surprised me with his little two small scenes, actually.
But Robert Pattinson really showed that he can play a good villain. Like,
he can.
I've seen someone, like, comment this, and, like, the dude's like a freaking chameleon at this point. He can play anything.
He really and changes a lot of voices too. Also, I really did like, even though he was very small in this one too, Ryan Hurst. I really liked him a lot. It is kind of sad to learn that he had to be let go from God of War from sustaining an injury. Can you imagine that being crappy? Like, you have to do a giant stunt, a dangerous stunt for a studio, and they're like, hey, you hurt yourself and you have to recover. So we're just going to fire you and continue the show without you. Even though you did do that stunt for us, we're going to fire you.
That's just sad.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mike?
it's kind of bullshit that they did that.
Yeah, I mean, from a business standpoint, I get it because there's a lot of money being spent into it, and you have to stay on top of schedule. But at the same time, that's why you shouldn't let actors do their own stunts unless they're actually trained professionally.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
At the same time, though, it's like, are they going to reshoot the entire thing with a new
They'll
actor?
reshoot. So according to one of the producers of the show, from Amazon, every single scene, every single scene that doesn't include Ryan Hurst, they're gonna keep. But every scene where he's in, they have to reshoot completely everything.
That's
Oh,
dumb.
God, that's literally pointless then. Like, why not just keep Ryan Hurst, delay it a little bit, and then...
Yeah, because it's gonna take him
Yeah.
6 to 7 months to recover.
Yeah, exactly. Well, okay.
And plus, it's a
But
waste
at the
of
same
money.
time, though, yeah, but at the same time, though, it's going to be the same amount of time to reshoot everything that it is for him to recover. So,
Exactly. Yeah, it is kind of bullshit, but it's half of where I get it, but at the same time I'm like that is just kind of crappy to kind of do that to Ryan Hurst, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
and even people weren't really happy with him being cast as Kratos anyway, which I really didn't mind it, and I'm not even a huge God of War fan. I thought it was fine.
Oh, damn.
Jason said apparently it's going to take Ryan Hurst up to a year to fully heal, is what he read.
Oh, poor Ryan.
That is so fucked up just to fire him because he sustained a huge injury. That's fucked up.
It is. I've always liked Ryan Hurst. I mean, him in Sons of Anarchy. He was in Remember the Titans, which in Remember the Titans he also had a really bad injury in that movie. So he just has bad luck, I guess.
I don't know what it is though, dude. I really don't know what it is. But really quick, I'm gonna hit some comments here. So let's see. We got Judd in the chat. What's up? We got Trenchy in the building. What's up, Trenchy? And Jason says, next movie that I'm watching in theaters, Tremors on the 26th, Brand New Day on August 1st, and Terminator 2, 35th anniversary on August 29th. That is awesome, dude. That's a great lineup.
Yeah.
Why?
That's a freaking great lineup, bro.
That is a great lineup. Very diverse, too. Good one.
I just wish my theater would actually get, more anniversary re-release movies besides, the big ones, the big ones they've gotten were Hocus Pocus, Die Hard, and Jaws.
And the Grinch, right?
Oh yeah, and the Grinch. I can't forget about the Grinch. Those are the big ones, but they don't get ones Back to the Future, which made no fucking sense.
Well, looks like the show just started, gentlemen. I'm gonna go ahead and mosh, and hopefully not get my head hit a bunch of times, but you'll hear from me soon. Let's just say that.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right, gentlemen. You guys be safe. Mike, please be safe on your camping trip. All right, bud.
All right, buddy.
All right, later, man.
Later. All right.
I'll meet you in.
Hold on. Hold 1 sec. I was watching Jaws now, and now Jaws 2 on AMC. Nice, dude. Nice. Hold on, I'll be right
Just
back.
don't stick around for 3 and 4. Oh, it's just me now. Oh boy, guys, it's just me. How we doing?
Okay, sorry about that. We're back in business now.
Okay.
But what were you saying?
I was just saying, you better not stick around for 3 and 4 if they're playing them.
I'd stick around for 3 just to laugh my ass off, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sticking around for 4, though, because that movie is just painfully boring as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And also, how does the shark fucking roar, dude? Sharks don't have fucking vocal cords.
Who knows, bro?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Freaking love that from Jason. The Mike Show. Now back to Luke.
Now back to your regular scheduled programming.
And now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Let's see. Jason says, I knew the guy who wrote the story to Jaws 3, helped around his property, passed. Oh, damn.
Damn.
But cool that you knew him though, Jason. That's pretty awesome. I like 1, 2, and 4. 3 hurts my eyes, but I gotta rewatch them all. I don't even know if I can even sit through Jaws: The Revenge like ever again.
Yeah.
Like
It's
the one
crazy
scene,
of all movies that have 4Ks, that one does. It's like, come on.
oh Jaws, yeah, Jaws: The Revenge.
Yeah.
Fucking why? Like why, bro?
It took fucking so long for Fight Club to get a 4K, but that one had a 4K before. It's like, bruh.
Like
Fuck
Jaws: The
off.
Revenge had no problem getting a 4K, but Fight Club had to wait for like fucking years. Yeah, screw you.
Yeah.
It's bull, bro. And then recently we get Mortal Kombat Annihilation on 4K. Really?
Arrow Video for you.
I know it's Arrow Video, but like, dude, Mortal Kombat Annihilation? Like, why? Why, bro? But yeah. Prince sent me a DM for what the runner was. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So thank you for that, man. Appreciate it. So apparently, there's 2 separate movies. There's one that's coming onto Prime with Gal Gadot in September, and then one Angel Studios movie also coming in September to theaters with Alan Ritchson and Owen Wilson. So
interesting.
Yeah, quite the lineup, I should say.
Yeah.
Quite the lineup. But I can already tell you that we've got better things coming out in September. I mean, if you got Resident Evil, you got Prime Time. Like, those are the 2 big ones.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, those are like the best ones that like, or like the ones that are like at the top of like my priority list for that month. But I don't know. I'm trying to remember what else there is. I mean, like, those are like I said, the 2 that really come to mind. I actually keep forgetting that there's Practical Magic 2 coming out. I haven't even seen the first one.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Hold on. Oh wait, By Any Means, I forgot about that one too.
Oh yeah.
Also, why did I also forget Onslaught? That looks good.
Yeah. I think I was gonna say How to Rob a Bank, but I think that got delayed to November.
It did. It's coming out November 13th.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie though, November looks pretty freaking stacked.
Yeah.
Like, you get Godzilla -0, you get Wild Horse 9, you get How to Rob a Bank, you get Hunger Games, and Fokker-in-Law.
Fuck Hunger Games.
It looks good though. I'm not gonna lie.
It looks generic as fuck.
I also did get the trailer for Fokker-in-Law in front of the Odyssey. It looks kind of funny.
Yeah, I thought it looked pretty funny.
I'm not gonna lie. The last bit in the trailer did get me. I thought it was funny. See, By Any Means trailer. Yeah, I think there is a trailer for that online.
There should be, yeah. It's played in theaters a lot, so.
I saw it in front of a Scary Movie the first time, and I thought it looked good.
Yeah, I saw it too. Yeah.
Looks like what, Mikey? Bob De Niro, you said?
Bob De Niro? Yeah.
You talking to me? You must be talking to me. I'm excited about Heart of the Beast. Oh, yeah, that's the new David Ayer one, if I remember right.
Yeah, that one looks pretty good, too.
Yeah. But that's not one I'm in a rush to go see. Hey, maybe I missed it, but did you ever see Minions and Monsters? Your review, Mike, did you see it as well? We both saw Minions and Monsters.
Yeah, we both really enjoyed it, actually.
Shockingly, because we both thought it was going to suck.
Yeah.
okay, I didn't think it was going to suck, but I thought it was just going to be more of the same, per se. Like, I thought it was going to be like, okay, this is going to be another Minions movie. What do we got? And the first 10 minutes won me over.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, I can't forget about Nimrods next month.
Yep.
That's going to be a good one. See, How to Rob a Bank looks rad too. Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. Let's see.
I like the concept of How to Rob a Bank, though. It's like these people come up with a reality show of like, you know, how to commit a crime. Like that is so interesting to me.
And yeah, and having those videos be posted, have those videos be posted online. Like,
yeah,
that's cool. That's a really cool idea. So, yeah, that's definitely one I'm looking forward to for sure. I mean, when you get David Leitch in the director's chair, I think you're in good hands.
Yeah.
What else? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, honestly, the more we get closer, I think Clayface might crawl up my most anticipated once we get that first trailer.
That initial teaser was already fucking awesome, so.
I'm just waiting on a full trailer, man.
Yeah.
We probably should get it within the next couple of weeks at least, or maybe even within the next month. Like, if I had to take a wild guess, we probably should get it the week of the end of Oak Street.
Yeah.
Because I think that would be the perfect time to drop it by then. So, yeah, I'm so excited for Clayface.
Yeah. Same here.
Let's see. I'm looking at my current, my updated most anticipated now that I've seen movies like The Odyssey. So my current top 10, it's Violent Night 2, Street Fighter, Hunger Games, Spider-Man, Clayface, Dune, Primetime, End of Oak Street, Digger, and Werewolf.
That's your top 10?
My current top 10 for most
Violent
anticipated.
Night, I'm surprised is in there.
I mean, I'm still waiting on a freaking trailer for that one, too.
Yeah. Mine, let me see. Mine is Wildwood, How to Rob a Bank, End of Oak Street, Digger, Clayface, Godzilla, Adventures of Cliff Booth, Dune, Resident Evil, and Werewolf.
Yeah, we got the same number one. For good reason.
Yeah. Surprised you didn't have Godzilla on there.
That one was close. Really close.
Yeah.
It was same thing with Wild Horse 9. Really close.
I'm surprised both of those aren't on there. And like, take out fucking Hunger Games, man. Like,
I don't know. Let's see. Matt Damon confirmed a new Bourne is in the cooking works. Let's go. I'm excited. Let's wait and see. Yeah, Street Fighter looks rad. I mean, I'm not even a big player of Street Fighter, but it still looks like a lot of fun. Like, it looks ridiculous, but that's what Street Fighter is supposed to be. So, yes, sir. End of Oak Street. And the View of Drew, the MVP. What is up, man?
the GOAT.
Actually, now that I'm looking at it, yeah, I'm actually gonna do a couple swaps. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it. And there we go. All right, so I swapped out Violent Night and Hunger Games, And I added in Godzilla and Wild Horse 9.
Nice.
Let's see. But I think like my top 5 will probably remain the same for a while.
Yeah.
Let's see. Look at this guy. What's up, Alex?
What up?
What's up, man? I'm sure Cody Rhodes will deliver, man. I think he will. Again, we'll just have to wait and see. Because it's in October, if I remember right. Yep, October 16th.
Yeah.
Yep. I think we're going to have a pretty stacked October.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Clayface, fucking Street Fighter, obviously.
Digger.
Yeah.
And Social Reckoning.
Yeah.
Oh, and Wildwood. That's also October. But let's see. Clayface is like this close to number 1, but Digger is my most anticipated. How's everybody doing? We're doing good, man.
Yeah,
we are doing good. It's always good to see you, buddy. FIFA 14 is so good to play, as you saw. Talking to you, Mike.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't really play much of sports video games.
I used to be a big Madden player, like Madden 13 and whatnot. I used to play that on my PS3. I haven't touched that in forever, though.
I don't know. I think the one I've always enjoyed playing the most when it comes to sports video games is NHL Blades of Steel 99 on the Nintendo 64.
NHL?
Yeah. I like playing hockey video games.
Yeah.
I've even played some with my brother because he's also a massive hockey fan.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Drew's got a question for us. Who do you think is the worst Spider-Man movie villain? For me personally, I'd have to say Rhino. He's completely wasted. Paul Giamatti, who I love, is horrible. Just talking like the Spider-Man franchise, like, because also like if you're talking like the Sony Spider-Man-less Spider-Man universe, I could even say Rhino and Kraven the Hunter. Could say that as a cheat, but if we're talking just Spider-Man in general, I think I'll have to go with Dane DeHaan's Green Goblin in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. It's not his fault for why he was such a terrible villain. It's the fucking writing.
Yeah. Trying to think. Rhino is definitely the weakest, even though he's like barely in the fucking movie.
Okay. Yeah, just the villains in movies featuring Spider-Man.
Yeah. Rhino definitely is one of the weaker ones. Like you said, New Goblin, or yeah. Honestly, this might be a hot take, but Mysterio in Far From Home I've always thought was just super generic.
That is a hot take, but I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it.
I've never really cared for Far From Home, honestly. I think it's okay at best. I don't know. It's just frustrating because Mysterio is such a cool character, and they literally just waste him to use another excuse for having scorn for Tony Stark. Like, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I I could also say Topher Grace's Venom in Spider-Man 3 because of how they utilized him. Because they barely even utilize him.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's not the movie's fault though, because it was the studio trying to push it.
I was actually going to say, yeah, because of how they utilized them, because of the fact it was studio interference.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but that's definitely but my definite answer is Green Goblin in Amazing Spider-Man 2 for sure.
Yeah, I think probably the worst one is Rhino without a doubt for me, because I think he's fucking annoying in 2002. But like my least favorite overall is probably Mysterio, just because they kind of wasted him.
I get it. Let's see. The problem with those Spider-Man movies is other characters hijack those movies. That is actually true.
Yeah.
I didn't hate Lizard in the first Amazing Spider-Man, but the CGI on him is horrendous.
Yeah, it doesn't really hold up very well. I don't know. The first Amazing Spider-Man has a lot of good things about it, but like, I don't know. There's so many things that just don't work nowadays. It's like the Spider-Man suit is way too fucking dark. The CGI is not good.
And also the look of the world in The Amazing Spider-Man is way too gray and dark.
Yeah, it's not like that's the thing that I like more in TASM 2 is that they actually like improve on that. But like, I don't know. It's like I feel like the Amazing Spider-Man movies are like flip opposite of each other, because like the first one does so many good things, like so many things right, and then this second one like flips everything and then does them wrong. It's like, what the fuck?
They clearly had no idea what they were doing. Freaking dude, I can't stand Sony, bro. I can't.
Yeah.
I really feel like they just never trust their directors. Like, I've said this before, but like, it's just the truth. They never trust their directors.
Yeah.
I mean, why do you think a lot of the Sony Spider-Man list movies turned out so bad? They didn't trust their directors.
Yeah, Sony's awful.
I mean, like, particularly like Morbius, Madam Web, and Kraven the Hunter. They just didn't give a shit. They were just like, yeah, you're just going to do what we tell you to do. That's literally what happens. Because they try to juggle around so many subplots that have no integral through line, like to keep it together. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Drew, the score in that movie is great. I think both movies have incredible scores.
They definitely do have good scores. I will agree. But that doesn't make them good.
No. Not necessarily. I mean,
that doesn't make the movie good.
I like Amazing Spider-Man 2, but like, I don't know. There's a lot of things in it that just rub me the wrong way a little bit.
I don't know.
Like, I mean, the villains fucking suck. Like, I'll just be honest, the villains fucking suck.
You're absolutely right.
I love the use of Andrew as Spider-Man, the theme of time and time management, and how like he was too late to save Emma Stone or with Gwen in the end of the movie. It's like, that is so good. It's so well done. It's just the villains, and it's literally just the villains in that movie just fucking suck.
Well, and also the writing for both movies is not good at all. Like, like I said, particularly Amazing Spider-Man 2, like the writing is bad.
I mean, some of it is, I agree, because like I said, the theme of like time in that, and how he's not able to save Gwen because he's always late to everything. I like that. but that I don't know. I mean, it's like it's got its ups and downs for sure.
Yeah, I get that. Let's see. Venom was absolutely horrible in Spider-Man 3, and TASM 2 Green Goblin was garbage. If people hate the look of Willem Dafoe Green Goblin, TASM 2 Goblin had a worse design. I could not agree more.
Yeah.
No offense to Tom, it's not his fault. He doesn't feel like Spider-Man to me. The other characters hijack those movies, and his main trait is he's young and naive, but he doesn't seem to grow. Maybe that will happen with Brand New Day. We'll have to wait and see.
I think Tom is easily the weakest Spider-Man because he relies so much on the other characters, at least in the 3 movies that we've seen. And I really am hoping that they improve on that with Brand New Day, because I think John Watts is a really bad director. And the way that he relied on like Iron Man and Doctor Strange and Nick Fury in those 3 movies, it's just like, come on, dude. Can we just get a fucking Spider-Man movie and not just another Marvel movie? Like, come on.
I mean, it's cool to see that we'll get him paired up with the Punisher.
Yeah, that is true. It's the good thing is though is that it's not like he's relying on the Punisher or relying on the Hulk or anything like that. At least is what it seems like. It seems like a Spider-Man movie, which I'm happy about because Destin Daniel Cretton is fucking awesome.
Yeah, he is a really good director. So
fucking love that guy.
So yeah, like maybe this will be the one that will actually give Tom his time to shine.
Yeah.
So
I really hope so.
I mean, I think Tom Holland is a great Spider-Man, but I do kind of agree in some aspects that I feel like him as Spider-Man has kind of gotten overshadowed because of the fact he's relying on so many of these different characters. But from what we've seen so far of Brand New Day, I mean, like I said, like we said, like it's cool to see him paired up with the Punisher, but like it doesn't look like he's just relying on Punisher and Hulk.
Yeah.
So that's cool to see. So like I said, it might give him his time to shine. We will just have to wait and see in about 2 weeks. It's not Tom's fault. He has potential. It's the writing that never lets him just be Spider-Man.
Facts.
Yeah, fair. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a mess, but there's stuff to appreciate in it. There is cool stuff in it. I will agree. But I just don't like the movie at all. Just in general. I actually don't hate Electro in Amazing Spider-Man 2, but some of his dialogue is really bad. His design is really bad, but he was a lot better in No Way Home. I agree. I do agree. I just wish they went back to basics. No other characters, just Spider-Man versus some villains with some friend characters in there. Yeah. We'll just wait and see. We'll wait and see what happens. So. But I don't know. Only thing we can do, y'all, is just wait and see. That is all we can do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just gotta wait a couple more weeks until we get Brand New Day, which not gonna lie, man. I'm excited, man. I haven't been this excited about a Marvel movie in a while.
Yeah. It seems like they're incorporating a lot in it, but it's also got like a good runtime that they're actually able to put all of that shit in, which I'm looking forward to.
It's 2.5 hours, right?
Yeah. Like just
that's perfect. Let me see what it says on IMDb.
Yeah, I think it's 2 hours 25.
Yep, 2:25. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That is literally perfect. Sorry, I meant to say Electro. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, his design was not bad in TASM 2, but it's just how they wrote his character wasn't very good.
Yeah.
So. But, dude, yeah, I'm pumped. Cannot wait.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, I think I might have told you that I'm going to try to go to a Cinemark XD screening to go see Brand New Day once that comes out.
I think you did. No.
Yeah, I had a conversation with my friend with a buddy of mine on the phone about a week ago, and he wants to. try to go to an earlier showing of a Brand New Day, but he wants to see it in like the best experience possible. And I brought up the XD screen.
Nice.
So that will be an awesome experience.
Oh yeah.
And for that one to be, if that one ends up being like my first Cinemark XD screening, it'll be worth it. It will 100% be worth it.
Yeah.
But let's see. I'm looking at the progressing weeks. We got One Night Only and Super Troopers 3 the week after, which I might see both of my theater plays both.
Yeah, I want to see Super Troopers. I just need to watch the second one first.
We'll be doing a watch along for the first one the week that one's coming out.
Right. Yeah.
That's another watch along I can't wait to do is Super Troopers.
Yeah. That's gonna be a fun one for sure.
Might try to have to get a panel for that one too.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then Ice Cream Man, which I do not give a shit. I did watch the trailer and I do not think it looks good.
I don't know.
It just looks like Cooties, but if Eli Roth directed it, but worse.
Yeah. I can kind of see that.
Because, like, if you've seen, like, because Mike, you saw the trailer, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you remember certain things that happened in that trailer, a lot of it did remind me of Cooties.
Yeah, I get what you're saying for sure.
But at least Cooties was actually funny. Yeah, you had some funny actors in it.
Yeah.
So let's see.
I'm still gonna see it. It's just I don't know. I don't really know what to expect.
I honestly just don't care at this point. I honestly don't even think my theater will even play it.
Yeah. Probably not.
Like, I definitely think my theater will probably play One Night Only and Super Troopers that week. I think those are the two they'll definitely get. And then, of course, the next week is the end of Oak Street, which I know for sure my theater's playing. That's literally the biggest movie out that week.
Yeah.
Got that. Of course, Nimrods. It's kind of funny that you have two dinosaur movies coming out on the 14th. Like, you have Paw Patrol, the Dino movie, and the end of Oak Street. Interesting double feature.
For sure. I'm not seeing Paw Patrol because I could give two shits.
Yeah, but
I don't have a kid, so, you know.
But we're definitely seeing End of Oak Street.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt.
Let's see, the 21st. Mutiny, don't care. Insidious Out of the Further, don't care. Tony, I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. Is that next month?
Yeah, it's what's listed.
Okay.
Yeah, like 21st, like the Magic Far Away Tree, which I have no idea what that is.
No clue.
Mutiny, which, like I said, I don't care. Insidious, don't care. It Ends, also.
That's a good one.
Yep, and then Tony.
Oh yeah.
If I can though, I will probably try to go see Tony in theaters. I don't think my theater is gonna get it, but if I can try to go out of my way for one day to go see it, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like there's definitely something every week next month that I do want to see.
Mm-hmm.
But,
did you send the link to Jacob?
I think he told me the other day that he might be busy this weekend.
Oh.
I don't know, but I can try. I'll try. Do. Okay. What else can we talk about?
I don't know.
Can talk about maybe some recent movies we watched. Could do that.
Yeah.
Like, let's see. I actually did end up watching The Carpenter's Son because it was on Tubi. And it was a waste of time.
Terrible movie, yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I waited until somewhere like Tubi to watch it because that movie belongs on Tubi.
Yeah.
See, we did talk about. I think the last time you were on one of my hangouts that we did talk about Persona.
Mm-hmm.
That one was good. Rewatched Major League, classic. Like,
hell yeah,
love that movie, dude.
Fuck yeah, man.
Then I watched Is God Is. I liked it, did not love it.
Yeah, it was okay.
But people are like really hyping it up, like one of the best of the year, and I'm like, it's good, but it's kind of a generic story.
Yeah.
So the two lead performances make it worth the watch, though. I will admit. But just the movie itself, like the story was really nothing to write home about. Let's see what else. And then rewatched Empire Records. That is just such a fun hangout movie. Like,
yeah,
you just want to get the guys together and watch a movie. That's a good one. But and that freaking soundtrack, dude. One of the best soundtracks of the 90s.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. I'll hit Drew's comment quick before I continue. Mortal Kombat 2 is coming to Blu-ray same week as Brand New Day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see. Then watched Maggie, which is a zombie drama starring Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I actually own it.
Yeah, I have it too. Sitting literally right back here.
Yeah.
So I liked the idea of the movie more than the movie itself. But Arnold was great in it. I gotta say, he did a great job showing off his dramatic chops.
Yeah. That's good.
And then I watched this little romantic comedy kind of action movie called Gunshy with Liam Neeson.
Mm-hmm.
The tones, like for rom-com action movie with like DEA agents and FBI, stuff like that, it's honestly super forgettable, and also the tones don't balance. So
yeah,
that was a miss. And then still trying to watch more Cassavetes movies, so I watched The Killing of a Chinese Bookie. Really, really good movie.
Nice.
Then watched La Aventura. Another solid movie, but also kind of depressing.
Oh, shit.
But it is good. It is good, though. And then, of course, the big one, The Odyssey.
Yep.
All right. What are some of your recent watches, my guy?
Well, today I watched The Color of Money. That one was pretty good.
That's a good one.
That's got one of my favorite reviews now, where I call myself a pro pool player.
I did see the review. That was funny.
Yeah, I said, no, I'm just LARPing. That one was good. Not as good as The Hustler, though, honestly. I liked it. It felt really long, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I still gotta watch The Hustler.
Hustler's great. Hustler surprisingly has a lot of style for it being like I think it's a 50s movie.
61.
61. Okay, yeah, it's surprisingly got a good bit of style.
Yeah, I've got both, so
yeah.
I'll watch this one and then rewatch The Color of Money.
Hell yeah. Then I watched Being There, which I didn't review because I didn't really know what to talk about it. And I liked it. It wasn't great though. Honestly, I thought it was good. It was like a comedy where this dude, he lives in a house and works for this older dude who passes away, and basically he gets kicked out of the house, and he doesn't know how to like live by himself. So it's just following him, going around and doing stupid shit because he doesn't know how to live. And it's like it was good. Kind of depressing at the end though, because he meets this dude like halfway through who becomes his friend, and then he dies at the end. It was kind of sad, but like I don't know. I liked it, but it was kind of weird tonally. Um,
All right.
yeah, that one I watched. Let me check my letterbox. Watched Wings of Desire. That is a really damn good movie. It felt like fucking It's a Wonderful Life mixed with like Good Fortune a little bit.
Huh.
It was
Interesting.
cool. Yeah. What Dreams May Come. It was a Robin Williams movie. That one was really sad, but also just really damn good.
Yeah, I do have the DVD of that. I gotta watch it soon.
Yeah, it's a good one. Then I watched Troy. Should have watched it before the Odyssey, but
that's a good movie, dude.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was kind of funny though. It's like the one of two movies that Sean Bean doesn't die in.
Oh yeah, that's right. We can't forget everybody. Sean Bean dies in every movie. Shocker.
Yeah. And then I watched The Last of the Mohicans, which is pretty good.
I don't think I've seen it.
Michael Mann.
I mean, I'm familiar. I mean, I am familiar with it. Yeah, it is in my watch list. I have not seen it.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I mean, it wasn't really what I was expecting it to be, so it was fine. I liked it.
I'll watch it when I can, but I need to be in a specific mood. Okay. Really quick, I'm going to hit a couple comments. What Dreams May Come is great. Nice. I'm going to watch it soon. If you like pool stuff, I recommend the original Twilight Zone episode, A Game of Pool, Season 3, Episode 5. Okay.
All right, so I got to go after a second, but I'll be back in like 10, 20 minutes.
Okay.
So, yeah. I checked out Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Fucking great movie.
Really good, dude.
Ironically, the same day I watched The Odyssey.
That's a perfect double feature right there. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? With The Odyssey.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
And then I watched Dallas Buyers Club. Great fucking movie.
So good.
As I mentioned before, Miami Vice. Pretty good. And then Little Miss Sunshine and Godfather Part 3.
Little Miss Sunshine's great. I need to watch the Coda cut before I log Godfather 3.
Yeah.
Because like I've seen the theatrical cut and it's not that great.
Yeah, it's fine.
But if I do watch once I watch the Coda cut, I'm gonna log the movie and actually like give it like my honest review.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if I watch it that way, I feel like that's the cut to really watch is the Coda cut. Did you watch the Coda cut?
Yeah, I did. I thought it was fine. It wasn't nearly as good as 1 and 2.
Yeah, but also if I'm in the mood, I'll have to rewatch Godfather 1 and 2 and then watch the Coda cut for the first time. Just have to wait and see.
Alrighty, man. I will be right back.
All right.
All right. Talk to you in a second.
All right. See you in a bit. All right, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that, guys. Now we're back. Yeah, I just wanted to Just do a quick refresh really quick. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what this commenter is doing, guys. I don't know what's going on. Sorry about that, y'all. But what? Yeah. Yeah, sorry again, sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, I know. It's happened a lot. Like, gotten a lot of troll comments. Like, it's mostly happened like when I'm live that I've gotten like more troll comments. So but it is what it is. Prince asks a crazy question, but can I come in? Maybe in a bit. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just taking a look and seeing what else I can talk about before Mike comes back. You're attracting haters. I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know what else to say about that. Yeah. And trying to think about what else I can talk about for a little bit. If you guys have any more movie related questions, let me know in the chat. I'll be happy to answer them. What is your favorite movie and how many times have you seen it? My favorite movie is Trainspotting, and I've seen it more times than I can count, honestly. Because I remember, I think it was when it was on Netflix. I was in high school at the time. That was the first time I had watched Trainspotting, and it was like that movie. Like, that was a movie that just inspired me. That I kept rewatching it. I know it's a fucked up movie, and it's not like supposed to be a super rewatchable film, but it is the movie that inspired me to look deeper into independent films, and it also gave me like motivation to talk about movies on YouTube. So, like, that movie is very inspiring for me, and it at least has to be a movie I at least watch like at least like once or twice a year. Like I said, I know it's a fucked up movie and a very depressing movie, but it's a movie that is a bit more lighthearted than most films about addiction. Like, if you think of something like Requiem for a Dream, like, that movie is heavy, and like super dark, super fucked up about addiction. But Trainspotting is about addiction, but it of course handles it in a dark and fucked up way, but also has a good amount of lightheartedness to it. So, have you seen the original Twilight Zone? I've seen episodes of the show. I have not seen a full season of it, but I've seen episodes of the show. Born Secrecy should be the title, or I would say Born Secrecy was not a bad title. Goonies and a lot. Yeah, the Goonies is incredible. Trainspotting is great, has a lot of charm to it. It has charm to it. Yeah. But it, like I said, it still is a fucked up movie, but it has lightheartedness, which I like. Like it's a movie that balances like those tones very well. Like a movie that can balance those tones very well and actually still manage to like be dark but also funny gets my stamp of approval. So, and Trainspotting is that movie. A wild guess what your favorite movie is and how many, what my favorite movie is and how many times I've seen it. Oh, it's for Jason. I'm just gonna spitball. I think you might have told me this once though, Jason. I think you have told me this, and I think I still remember what it is. I don't know how many times you've seen it, but my guess is Titanic. $250 times. Jesus. That's so many times to watch Titanic, but I respect it, Jason. I respect it, my guy. No big deal, man. No big deal. Keeping track after 20 since 1997. That's awesome, dude. T2 Trainspotting just as good. Yeah, I'd say so. I love T2 Trainspotting. It's not on the level. I mean, both of them are amongst my favorite movies of all time. I mean, the first Trainspotting, my favorite movie of all time. It's almost as good, just not quite reaching the heights of the first film. I think T2 Trainspotting is a bit darker. I mean, it still has a bit of lightheartedness like the first film does, but it goes a bit darker than I would have expected. Like I would have thought that it would have gone like about the same direction as the first film, but it goes in a bit darker than I would have expected. But they're both phenomenal films. Hold on, I'll come back one second. Twisters comes at 150 times and Jaws 100 times. There's certain films where it's like I can't even tell you how many times I've seen them. Like particularly like The Dark Knight, Ghostbusters, the original Ghostbusters to be precise. Or a couple of other ones. Top Gun, particularly because of my dad, because my dad is a huge Top Gun fan. Like that's my dad's favorite movie is Top Gun. Not the biggest Titanic fan myself, but glad you like it and you're real committed. Dude, that's awesome, man. That is awesome. But back to Prince's question, Mysterious Skin or Brick? If we're talking impact, and for a film that is super fucked up, but also very powerful, I would probably say Mysterious Skin. But if I were to think of one that I would probably rewatch more, it would definitely be Brick. Like Brick is also one of my all-time favorites. I think it's really close up with Looper for my favorite film by Rian Johnson. It's really close up with Looper. But then there's also times where I think that Brick is my favorite Rian Johnson movie. Mysterious Skin is a phenomenal film. Phenomenal. But like, I'll say this. I know I gave it 4.5 stars on Letterboxd, but the only reason why I did, that film is not rewatchable in the slightest. Like, that is a film I can never sit through again. Like, unless the only reason why, if I did though, is if somebody else wanted to watch it. But also, like, that's the only reason why I would sit through it again. But honestly, would never sit through that film again. It is really tough to watch. Because honestly, other than that, I have no issues with the movie. Like, no complaints. Like, I think everything else was done perfectly. It's just there's just no rewatch value with Mysterious Skin. Because it's a film that's also very upsetting. Because the final, like, twist, like, the reveal of the movie, like, to what happened, it made my jaw drop. and it made me want to cry. So, but yeah, but if I had to pick one though, Brick. I gotta say Brick. But if we're talking like for powerful movie, Mysterious Skin. But just overall though, Brick. Stretchy chooses Mysterious Skin. He hasn't seen Brick. Brick is phenomenal, dude. Like that's a really good like noir murder mystery movie that is set in high school and also stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yeah, great movie. It's definitely a very offbeat and weird, but it's a really great one, dude. It's been a while since I've seen it though, but I remember the first time I watched it, I absolutely loved it. The movie that stuck with me all these years. Great pace and action packed when it's called for. Also great surround sound for Titanic. Yeah, dude, incredible. Do you have thoughts on the movie Munich with Eric Bana? I did watch Munich last month for the very first time, and I thought it was fine. It was good enough for what it was, but it's a movie that I honestly will never watch again. I have no plans on revisiting because it is honestly a really long movie, and it's honestly kind of boring, in my opinion. I did like it. Okay, I actually will say it's a movie I respect more than I enjoy. Like, I respect the angle that Spielberg was going for the movie, and I respect like the type of story he wanted to tell. But I just thought it came across as kind of boring, in my opinion. Great performances. It looks great in regards to cinematography and production. Just a movie I don't think I can really like motivate myself to rewatch. If I want to rewatch a movie that is based on that story, I would go back and rewatch September 5th or September 5th, however you want to call it. It's a movie that has that same story, but in a much more condensed setting. And that one flies by. Like, that is an excellent movie. Munich was good, not rewatchable. Can't take it fully seriously with more anthology about people on the Titanic than a made-up romance. Comes off like a romantic comedy at times for me personally. Yeah, dude, it's just your opinion, man. I totally get that. Not every movie is for everyone. Each person has a different take, a different meaning. But if it touches the soul, but as a movie lover, well, we all get along because of one thing: movies. That's definitely the one thing, man. That is definitely the one thing that I love about film is getting to discuss it with people, like having a civil discussion about film and hearing people's different takes on film, like what specifically a certain film will mean to them. Like whether they really love the movie or if it's a film that they don't like what do they not like about it? I completely get like either side. So, like, if you don't like Trainspotting, then I'm not going to jump down your throat for it. I'm not going to, because it's your opinion. If you don't like Hellraiser, the original, I'm not going to jump down your throat for it. Because it's your opinion. But Trenchy says, but it is a very well-made movie, technically very well done. Yeah. See, that again, that's the thing I just love about film, is just getting to discuss it with people. So, but yeah, like, I'm trying to think of, because my second favorite film of all time is Hellraiser, the original, to kind of go back to Jason's question about favorite movies. I've seen that movie, I think 12 times. Because I first watched it when I was in high school. And it was a film that I really, really liked when I first watched it. But the more and more I watch it and think about it, it is my favorite horror movie of all time. Because it's a movie that tells a really good story and it doesn't rely on just gore and kills to provide a good movie. It relies on a good story and good characters that you actually care about. Like, you actually care about the characters. Like, you don't want to just see them get killed off one by one. That's rare for an 80s horror film to do. But Hellraiser accomplishes that, to me at least. And when you get the Cenobites in the last 10 minutes, it's amazing. It's incredible with how they do it. And Trendy says, I do like Titanic, just don't love it. That is totally, completely fair, man. I completely understand that. Hellraiser is great. I lean more towards Hellraiser 2, but I like the first 3 a lot. I also really do like Hellraiser 2. Not nearly as good, but I love the first one so much. So, Paul says Hellraiser 1987 is one of the greatest horror movies of all time. It's incredible, dude. To me, it is the greatest horror film of all time. To me, it is. Paul says the greatest horror film of all time to him is the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Great choice, man. That is a fantastic choice. Not a personal favorite of mine, but it is a fantastic movie. Like, there's definitely other horror films that I like more than the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but it still is a great movie. It was definitely like one of the pioneers of slasher films. I mean, of course, everyone knows like the big pioneer was Halloween, but like one that you can't overlook that was like one of the big kickoffs was Black Christmas, the original one from 1974. Like here's some other ones that I'll throw in there for favorite horror films. 28 Days Later, the first one from Danny Boyle. The Robert Eggers Nosferatu. 1982, The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing, which is absolutely incredible. I'll kind of count this as horror because it's an action movie with horror themes. The Crow. It is honestly kind of a horror movie. What else? Also, The Black Phone. I know it is a recent movie, but I love The Black Phone. Bubba Hotep is another one of them. Videodrome. Black Christmas, like I said before. Frailty. Last Night in Soho is another one of my favorites. Scream, of course. The original Nosferatu, 1922 film. American Psycho. I mean, I know American Psycho's dark comedy, but it also is a horror movie. I count Jaws as a horror movie. Jaws is a horror movie. What else? I'm trying to remember what else I got. I mean, the original Predator, it is an action horror movie, so that's a good one. So that's one I will definitely choose. Shutter Island, I also can kind of consider a horror movie. I Saw the Devil. That's dude. If you guys have never seen I Saw the Devil, please watch it. That is an amazing movie. Brutal as hell. And I mean brutal. But it's fantastic. Definitely a movie you guys should definitely check out if you haven't yet. Trenchy's favorite horror movie of all time is the original Pet Sematary. That's a great pick, man. That's a great pick. Even though I have tons of movies, I always go to my go-to, even when I have newer movies, but I need to be in the mood to watch any movie. There are certain films that you definitely have to be in the mood for. Like, whenever you have, like, depressing ones, particularly, like, that people tell you that is depressing, there's definitely ones where I have to be in a specific mood to watch, particularly. or just films or there's certain films in general that are on that line of like you have to really be in the mood to watch them. Like there's one film that I want to go back and rewatch that I wasn't a big fan of, which is Stalker. That's the Andrei Tarkovsky movie because I loved Mirror, and I want to try to watch more of Andrei Tarkovsky's work, and which also going back to rewatch Stalker because the first time I watched it, I did not care for it at all. It just really was not my thing. But I will go back and rewatch it because of how much I love Mirror. We got Brian in the house. What's going on, man? Says, hey, I'm new here from live chat. Talked about movies, sci-fi, noir, thriller, horror, comedy, fan of rock, heavy metal. And from New Mexico. Nice, man. Very nice. Trenchy says, I still got to see I Saw the Devil. Yes, you do, man. Yes, you do. And Paul says, The Exorcist to me is another great movie, although I feel like it's 60% drama, 40% horror. I can definitely see that. I can definitely see that for sure. Top 5 best picture winning movies. Good question. Let me go on my Letterboxd because I need to go to my favorites of all time to give you that answer. Let's see. What do we got? I need to switch a couple of those. But my number one pick for my favorite best picture winner is The Departed. Even though I have like Everything Everywhere All at Once a bit higher on my list than The Departed, I need to fix that for a second because The Departed is the better movie of the two. But like Everything Everywhere All at Once is a close one. And The Departed is my favorite Scorsese movie. Incredible in every way. And then that kind of gave away my second pick, which is Everything Everywhere All at Once. An excellent, excellent movie. Debbie Does Dallas. I have not seen that. I don't even know what that is. The hell? Yeah, I don't even know what the hell that is. That's weird. I don't know what that is. Anyways, to continue back on. So that's 2. What's the third one? Trying to see what my third one is. So like I said, I've got 2. Oh, 3. Okay, I found my third one, which is Forrest Gump. I would have preferred if Pulp Fiction or The Shawshank Redemption won for Best Picture that year, but I'm fine with Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump is an all-time classic. And my fourth one is Gladiator. Are you not entertained? Can never go wrong with Gladiator. Let's see. Don't know what else. Okay, I think I found my last one, which is $1 Million Baby. That is such an incredible boxing movie with Hilary Swank, and also, of course, Clint Eastwood. But it's also directed by Clint Eastwood. Excellent, excellent movie. I'll throw in a few honorable mentions as I'm looking through my list, like Rocky. I think The Deer Hunter was a Best Picture winner, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. The Deer Hunter won 5 Oscars. Okay, yeah, Deer Hunter was Best Picture. That's an excellent movie. Honora. I think The Apartment was also Best Picture. I think. I'm gonna look here for a second. The Apartment won 5 Oscars. Yep, that was the Best Picture winner as well. There's just some that I have to try to remember that are also Best Picture winners. Slumdog Millionaire. That's a great movie. One of my favorites from Danny Boyle. Parasite's incredible, of course. I mean, who doesn't love Parasite? One battle after another. Still think that Sinners should have won Best Picture, or actually no, Sinners, I think, should have won Best Picture, but like if I'm talking like my personal pick that should have won Best Picture for this year, it was Marty Supreme. Again, I'm just looking through my list to be sure about which ones that were Best Picture winners. Oppenheimer. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Oppenheimer. Platoon. I think Platoon was also a Best Picture winner. Yeah, sometimes I just have to make sure. That's why I have IMDb as my trusty site. Yes, Platoon was a Best Picture winner. That is an excellent, excellent movie. Not that is definitely one of my favorite war movies. Not my favorite, but it is one of my favorites for sure. The original West Side Story, that's incredible. Let's see. In terms of endearment, Ordinary People, All Quiet on the Western Front. I have yet to watch all 3 of those, but I do own Ordinary People on Blu-ray. I just haven't gotten around to watching it yet. But yeah, all 3 of those I've never seen. Gladiator 2 is a great movie, so is Gladiator 2. Or Gladiator is a great movie, so is Gladiator 2. I was very entertained. Yeah, they're both great. But I definitely do prefer the first one, but they're both great movies. The second one is definitely not nearly as good, but I still think it's a good movie. Yeah. I'm just using IMDb just to be sure. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll have to check those out then, man. Of course, Silence of the Lambs is another one of them. Love Silence of the Lambs. And I think Apocalypse Now was Apocalypse Now a Best Picture winner? Oh no, won 2 Oscars. Never mind. I thought that one was a Best Picture winner, but no. Godfather 2 was a Best Picture winner. Same thing with the original Godfather. Both incredible films. Yeah, there's still more that I'm looking for. Not really much other ones I'm seeing. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but at the same time, like I couldn't remember which one won that year. But I also have not seen Kramer versus Kramer. First directed film, and won him Best Director too. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out someday when I have the chance to. But I think I might have found all the ones that I was trying to see through my my favorites list. And of course, there is a lot of great movies that won Best Picture, but I obviously have not seen them all. On. But list some of your guys' favorite Best Picture winners in the comments. I mean, oh wait, can't forget about Titanic. Yeah, Best Picture winner, Titanic. That's a great movie, of course. Yeah, I can't forget. I'm just trying to remember some of them off the top of my head. I believe, yeah, Argo won Best Picture. That's a great one. 12 Years a Slave was great, but not rewatchable. Birdman, that's another one. Yeah, I felt like I've named a lot of the ones that I love. Oh, No Country for Old Men. That was the one I forgot to mention, was No Country for Old Men. I don't know how I forgot that was a Best Picture winner. I love No Country for Old Men. Did Dune Part 1 or Part 2 get Best Picture or no? They were both nominated, but they didn't win. The year that the first Dune was nominated, Coda won for Best Picture, and then the year that Dune Part 2 was nominated, that was for Anora. Might be the most forgettable for Shakespeare in Love. I still have not seen Shakespeare in Love, but even then, I know it still should have gone to Saving Private Ryan. Again, I haven't seen Shakespeare in Love, but like I said, it should have gone to Saving Private Ryan. Let's see. See, again, I'm trying to remember some of the other like past Best Picture winners. I know Crash won Best Picture. That's not the David Cronenberg one, the 2000s one. Yeah, that one's not great. It was okay, but not great. Return of the King, of course, won Best Picture. That's an epic right there. Chicago, the Richard Gere musical movie. Love Chicago. That's one of my favorite musicals. See, the year before that was the year before Chicago won for Best Picture. I believe that one was for A Beautiful Mind. Another great movie. Love A Beautiful Mind. It's what else we got? Let me go to that was a great one. That one, I was trying to think of all. I think my pick actually for that year would have been Dune to win Best Picture, but that would have been awesome if the remake of West Side Story won for Best Picture. That would have been fucking rad. Like, you know, like the original won Best Picture in the 60s, and then 60 years later, the remake wins Best Picture. That would be great. That would have been awesome. Let's see. Let's go to and I'll actually go over the 2000s Best Picture nominees and winners and tell you which one I think should have won. Let's do that. So in 2000, so let's see, we had Gladiator, Chocolate, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Aaron Brockovich, and Traffic. Gladiator was the winner, and I'm okay with that. Got to see more Hitchcock. Have you seen Rebecca? Hitchcock's only movie to win Best Picture. I have not seen that. Want to give it a watch at some point, though. Let's go to the next one. 2001. Well, technically, it was the 2002 Oscars, but still 2001 movies. Beautiful Mind, which was the winner. Gosford Park, In the Bedroom, Fellowship of the Ring, and Moulin Rouge. A Beautiful Mind was fantastic, but I think I probably would have given it to Moulin Rouge. Not gonna lie to y'all, love Moulin Rouge. 2002, we have Chicago, which was the winner. Gangs of New York, The Pianist, The Two Towers, and The Hours. I think The Pianist would have been my pick to win Best Picture. That is a phenomenal film. I mean, Adrian Brody won for Best Actor for that year. Seen The Birds, Psycho, and a few others. Hitchcock's movies aren't bad, but he's not one of my favorite directors. I prefer Billy Wilder or Fred Zinnemann. All right. Let's go to 2003. So we got, of course, Return to the King, which won Best Picture. Lost in Translation, Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World, Mystic River, and Seabiscuit. I'm good with Return to the King. Not quite my favorite film of all time, but I'm okay with Return to the King. Let's go to 2004. We have $1 Million Baby, which was the winner, The Aviator, Finding Neverland, Ray, and Sideways. I think they picked the right one with the winner, which is $1 Million Baby. All right. Next one to 2005, we got Crash, which was the winner. Brokeback Mountain, Capote, Good Night and Good Luck, and Munich. Crash did not deserve to win Best Picture. My pick would have been Brokeback Mountain. Hell, I think that's actually the only one of these movies that I actually love. Because Capote I thought was a good movie, but I didn't love it. And Munich I thought was kind of boring. Like, Munich is the movie I would consider Oscar bait, in my opinion. But I did like it. It is a good movie. Just, oh wait, I forgot. Sorry. It's a movie that I appreciate more than I enjoy. And I have not seen Good Night and Good Luck, but I have heard a lot of good things about it. And then 2006, we have, of course, The Departed. That was my pick to win Best Picture, and that movie deserved to win Best Picture. We also got Babel, Letters from Iwo Jima, Little Miss Sunshine, and The Queen. They made the right choice with The Departed. Let's see, 2007. We got No Country for Old Men, Atonement, Juno, Michael Clayton, and There Will Be Blood. Once again, they picked the right one with No Country for Old Men. 2008, we got Slumdog Millionaire, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, Frost Nixon, Milk, and The Reader. Once again, they picked the right one, Slumdog Millionaire. But I also really loved Frost Nixon. That's a phenomenal film. And then 2009, we got The Hurt Locker, Avatar, The Blind Side, District 9, An Education, Inglourious Bastards, Precious, A Serious Man, Up, and Up in the Air. The winner was The Hurt Locker. I do love The Hurt Locker. My pick would have been Inglourious Bastards. Inglourious Bastards is my favorite Tarantino movie. I think that should have been the one that should have gotten Tarantino his Oscar win. But I don't know, but I love Inglourious Bastards. Sorry about that. All right, let's go to 2010. Well, I just need to remember if I've seen this one or not. The Best Picture winner. Because I don't think I have. Okay, yeah, I haven't. But anyways, the Best Picture, the nominees were The King's Speech, Black Swan, The Fighter, Inception, The Kids Are All Right, 127 Hours, The Social Network, Toy Story 3, True Grit, and Winter's Bone. This one's actually kind of tough because there's a lot of really good ones in here. I have not seen The King's Speech. But we got like Black Swan, The Fighter, Inception, 127 Hours, The Social Network, and Toy Story 3. If I had to pick one, I'm gonna go with The Fighter. I'm gonna go with The Fighter. Love the other ones I mentioned that I've seen, like Black Swan, Inception, 127 Hours, Social Network, Toy Story 3, also True Grit. But if I had to pick one, The Fighter. All right, 2011. Let's see. Let's go to 2011. We got The Artist, The Descendants, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, The Help, Hugo, Midnight in Paris, Moneyball, The Tree of Life, and War Horse. It went to The Artist, which is a very good movie. If I had to pick one, I'm actually going to go with Hugo. I think Hugo is massively underrated for Scorsese's filmography. Massively underrated. All right. The next one. Let's go. We're going to 2012. We got Argo, Amor. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. Beasts of the Southern Wild, Django Unchained, Life of Pi, Lincoln, Les Miserables, Silver Linings Playbook, and Zero Dark 30. It went to Argo, which did deserve it. Argo was fantastic. I'm going to play the Tarantino card again. I think I'm going to go with Django Unchained. But I also do love Silver Linings Playbook and Beasts of the Southern Wild. But I would have personally given it to Django Unchained. Also, Life of Pi and Lincoln, those are fantastic. All right, 2013, we got 12 Years a Slave, American Hustle, Captain Phillips, Dallas Buyers Club, Gravity, Her, Nebraska, The Wolf of Wall Street, and Philomena. I don't know how to pronounce that one either. Again, I'm sometimes terrible with pronouncing certain titles, but the winner was 12 Years a Slave, which once again was a great choice. Would have given it to The Wolf of Wall Street. All right, 2014, we got Birdman, American Sniper, Boyhood, The Grand Budapest Hotel, The Imitation Game, Selma, The Theory of Everything, and Whiplash. Now, I could be biased and just say The Grand Budapest Hotel because I love Wes Anderson. I honestly would have given it to Whiplash. Love Birdman. Let's see. Also love Boyhood. Of course, love Grand Budapest. Imitation Game's great. Selma's great. But I honestly got to say Whiplash. But if I'm speaking with my bias, of course, I would say Grand Budapest Hotel. Let's go to 2015 right now. We got Spotlight, The Big Short, Bridge of Spies, Brooklyn, Mad Max Fury Road, The Martian, The Revenant, and Room. Spotlight was the Best Picture winner. And it is a great movie, but I'm kind of stuck between two. Either Mad Max Fury Road or The Martian. I think those are the two I would have chosen, but if I had to pick like one, probably honestly I would say Mad Max Fury Road. Sorry, got a bug on there. What the fuck? A bug. But yeah, if I had to pick one though, I'm going to go with Mad Max Fury Road. Favorite Wes Anderson movie, Paul's is Rushmore. Mine is Moonrise Kingdom. Rushmore, I think, is number 4 in my ranking. I love Django Unchained, dude. I do, but I respect your opinion. I respect it. Yeah, I can kind of see that, but I mean, there's Toy Story 3. Whiplash or Cell. Yeah, I honestly would say Whiplash. But if I was using my Wes Anderson bias, then I would definitely say the Grand Budapest Hotel. It's technically asking Paul this question, but I'll also answer this. I have not seen Old Henry yet. Heard it's good though. All right, 2016, we have Moonlight, Arrival, Fences, Hacksaw Ridge, Hell or High Water, Hidden Figures, La La Land, Lion, and Manchester by the Sea. It was supposed to originally go to La La Land before they gave it to Moonlight. My personal pick is La La Land. Close one though would have been Hacksaw Ridge. But if I'm going with my gut, La La Land. All right, 2017. All right, here we go. We got The Shape of Water, Call Me by Your Name, Darkest Hour, Get Out, Dunkirk, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, The Post, and 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri. Now, I do like The Shape of Water. I think it's a good movie. But my personal pick is Lady Bird. Lady Bird would have been my personal pick. Lady Bird is in my top 5 or 10, I think, of A24 films. That one for a while was my favorite A24 film, but there's been other ones that have come out as of recently that have beat that one, but love Lady Bird. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, next one we got Green Book, Black Panther, Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Roma, A Star is Born, and Vice. This one went to Green Book, which is a great movie, but I would have given it to A Star is Born. That movie was fan-freaking-tastic, and also the soundtrack is incredible. All right, then 2019, before we head into the 2020s, we have Parasite, Ford versus Ferrari, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, Marriage Story, 1917, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. All of those movies are amazing. I love all of those movies. Get that freaking bug out of here. Jesus Christ. Sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, I think I will stick with Parasite. But for a while, it would have been Joker. I adore that movie. Just sucks that Joker Folie à Deux couldn't really live up to it, but Joker, the first one, is amazing. And I'm glad that was the film that got Joaquin Phoenix his first Oscar win. He deserved it. Jesus, dude. That bug will not stop bothering me. How about that? Anyways, do you watch movies from 1970s and before? If not, you definitely should. I have seen quite a few films from the 60s and 70s, but I don't know. There's also certain ones that I have to be in the mood for to watch. Jesus. I watched it at home and it was superb. 1917 was great to see in theaters. Yeah, I wish I got to see 1917 in theaters because that would have been amazing. 70s movies are dope. Yes. You pick would have been Jojo Rabbit. That's a great one, dude. I can't argue on that. Oh, nice. Edward Berger is going to direct it. That's awesome. Yeah, he's a really, really good director. Loved Conclave and I loved All Quiet on the Western Front, which we'll talk about those here in a little bit for the Best Picture nominees. Favorite Paul Newman movie? I need to look into his filmography for a second just to give you an answer. Paul Newman. There's a lot of great ones. There's Nobody's Fool. There's The Sting, Road to Perdition, The Color of Money. But if I have to pick one, though, my personal favorite is Cool Hand Luke. That is my personal favorite. What we've got here is a failure to communicate. Love Cool Hand Luke. That is a freaking, oh my God, I love that movie. Anyways, let's get back to the Best Picture nominees. So for 2020, we have Nomadland, The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, Minari, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and The Trial of the Chicago 7. Jesus Christ. That bug will not stop bothering me, dude. Anyways, so the pick I actually have for 2020 is a tie between Promising Young Woman and Sound of Metal. Nomadland I liked a lot when I first watched it, but over time, it's boring. Boring as hell. You could say that, but also Cool Hand Luke is just a phenomenal film anyway. Just by itself, it's fantastic. Cool Hand Luke is great. My favorite Newman film is HUD, just beating that and Cat and a hot tin on a hot tin roof. All right. Got to see Paul Newman's movies. Yeah, there's definitely some great ones out there. One that I need to watch, though, is The Hustler. I've seen The Hustler. I mean, I haven't seen The Hustler, but I've seen the sequel, The Color of Money. And I didn't even know that it was a sequel to The Hustler for a long time. But once I found that out, I felt stupid. Anyways, let's get back to the Best Picture nominees. So 2021, we have Coda, Belfast, Don't Look Up, Drive My Car, Dune, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, and West Side Story. My personal pick is Dune. I still have not seen Coda yet. I do have Apple TV, just haven't gotten around to watching it yet. Have you seen HUD? Criterion just released it. Great film. I've never seen it. I'm going to watch it sometime soon. Thank you for recommending it, man. All right. But there also are a lot of great ones on the 2021 list. I know Power of the Dog was the one that got, I think, the most nominations out of all of them. That movie is very much Oscar bait, in my opinion. Good movie, but it is Oscar baity, in my opinion. All right, next one to 2022. We have Everything Everywhere All at Once, All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, The Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, The Fabelmans, Tar, Top Gun Maverick, Triangle of Sadness, and Women Talking. I did mention Everything Everywhere All at Once for my favorite Best Picture winners. Phenomenal film, and I do think it deserved it. But if I'm going for personal preference, Top Gun Maverick. If I'm just going personal preference, but I would not change the winner, though. I think Everything Everywhere All at Once is the deserved winner. I will not argue on that. But Top Gun Maverick, that would have been my personal choice. That would have been my winner. Yeah, man. That was the first movie I ever saw twice in the theater. So that one holds a bit of a special place in my heart. Skip 2022, All Quiet on the Western Front. Just watch the 1930s version. I will watch the 30s version soon, but I loved the 2022 version. Thought that was fantastic. But I will watch the original one sometime soon. All right, the next one, 2023, we've got Oppenheimer, American Fiction, Anatomy of a Fall, Barbie, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Past Lives, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest. Of course, it went to Oppenheimer, which was very, very well deserved. But once again, if I'm going by personal preference, Past Lives. That is my personal favorite A24 film, and that was my favorite movie that year. Paul says Top Gun Maverick is my favorite movie of the 2020s. What's all yours? My favorite film of the 2020s is Nosferatu, the Robert Eggers Nosferatu, closely followed by Top Gun Maverick. For a while, it was Top Gun Maverick until the third time I saw Nosferatu. All right, let's go to 2024. We've got Anora, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Doom Part 2, Amelia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked. The winner was Anora, and that was my pick to win. And I'm glad it won. Even though the discourse surrounding that one winning was miserable. But I think Anora deserved it. I don't care. It deserved it. There's a lot of other great ones on here. Like The Brutalist was phenomenal. Complete Unknown was great. Conclave was great. Doom Part 2. Nickel Boys, Wicked, and The Substance. Those are all great films. I'm Still Here is very, very good. Just not a very rewatchable film. And I don't know why Amelia Perez was nominated. They should have taken that one out and replaced that with Nosferatu. Just saying. All right. And now for 2025. We have One Battle After Another, Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams. Again, it went to One Battle After Another, which I think is a fantastic movie. I'd say Paul Thomas Anderson's best movie since The Master. But once again, I did say earlier it should have gone to Sinners, and I still stand by that. But once again, if I'm going by personal preference, Marty Supreme. I'll just say, if I actually saw that movie in 2025, that easily would have been my number one movie of the year. Without question. Yeah. Yeah, this movie is incredible. It's another movie. I don't have anything I would complain about with it. No notes. But also, I got to shout out Jason Carr. He sent this to me. This amazing A24 release. Yeah, there you go. And it's also the 4K as well. So if I can get this out quick. But yeah, there you go. Yep, Marty Supreme. I actually showed it to my best friend a few months ago, and he really enjoyed it too. So, Sean Baker is the man. I agree. At least for most of his films that I've seen. I really liked Takeout. Prince of Broadway was really good. Tangerine I thought was good. I didn't love it, though. The Florida Project is phenomenal. Red Rocket, that one was a bit much for me. In all honesty, I liked it when I first watched it, but I rewatched it and I can't really get into it. Honestly, I really can't get into it. I don't know. There's just something about that story is just doesn't work for me. I just found it to be extremely weird just to be weird, in my opinion. Simon Rex is great in the movie, though. I will say that. He is fantastic in the movie. Just not a movie for me. But Anora, I think, is his best movie. And no, not just because it won Best Picture. No. I just think it's a fantastic movie all by itself. All right. Saw Sinners recently. Haven't seen the others, but fantastic movie, lives up to the hype for me. Yes, Sinners. It's incredible. It's Sinners. What else can you really say about it? Yeah, man, you rock. Lots of movies that don't live up to the hype for me, but Sinners did. Like, a lot of people were calling it a masterpiece, like, about a week or so, I think, before it even came out. And I was like, wow. It's got to be fantastic then. So I go into the theater and I watch it and I'm like, yeah, this lived up to the hype. Paul says I saw Marty Supreme and Sinners in theaters and watched one battle after another on my phone at home after I rented it and still preferred one battle after another. I did, yeah, I saw Sinners in theaters and also one battle after another. I'm still pissed I did not see Marty Supreme in theaters. I was going to try to catch it in theaters, but time just did not work out. So I missed it. Again, I really wish I saw it in theaters, though, because it would have been awesome for me to see that in the theater. Because, like I said, if I did see it last year, that would have been my easy number one, would have been Marty Supreme. Because for a while, it was one battle after another. But I don't know. Noah says Luke knows horror isn't my favorite genre, but Sinners is one of my favorite films of all time. Yeah, dude, I know how much you love Sinners. I mean, Sinners is also up there for one of my favorite films of all time as well. Same thing with Marty Supreme. Like, I will say that they're both amongst my favorite films of all time. Like, they're both incredible films. Sinners is just also perfect all the way around with like combining like all the different subject matter like all into one film. I'm talking like blues music, culture, racism, all that kind of stuff. And the 1930s aesthetic is incredible. Like, the music is also fucking amazing. And hold on one second. See if I can find it. Oh, right here. Yeah. This 4K of Sinners is one of the best 4K transfers I've honestly ever seen. One of the best. Like, IMAX enhanced 4K. Can't go wrong with that. You cannot go wrong with that. So yeah, excellent movie. Not gonna lie, now that I'm talking about Sinners, I low-key want to rewatch it. Because I actually have not watched it since I did the watch along last year. I definitely want to go back and rewatch Sinners. It was close, though. It was really close to winning. Like, I will say, it had a really good shot to win Best Picture. I will say that, especially the fact that even Michael B. Jordan won for Best Actor. I mean, it won, I think, 4 Oscars, I think. So, it had a... Jesus. It had a decent shot at it. I gotta say that. I think it honestly had a decent shot. Let me see. So yeah, Best Actor for Michael B. Jordan. Cinematography, Best Score, and Original Screenplay. It was really close. Like, I will say it had a shot, but also it broke records for how many nominations it got for the Oscars. It broke records, which is unbelievable. Like, absolutely unbelievable. And for a horror film, once again, unbelievable. If The Exorcist didn't win, no horror will. Silence of the Lambs is a horror movie. I gotta say that. The Silence of the Lambs, that is a horror movie. Like, you can't convince me otherwise. The Silence of the Lambs, that is a horror movie. Yeah, that's true, but still, I still consider The Silence of the Lambs a horror movie. So technically, a horror film has one Best Picture, and that is The Silence of the Lambs. Like I said, you can't convince me otherwise. Just saying. Okay. The Silence of the Lambs is horror slash thriller, not just horror, no paranormal aspects to it, not overall gory either. I get that, but I think it's more pure horror. Like, I mean, I get that it's also a thriller, but like, I think it is honestly more of a horror movie, personally. Like, just saying. I mean, if you guys think it's a thriller, then I totally understand that. But to me, I gotta say, it is a horror movie. So, but again, I love to see that we're actually getting some love for horror films in general in the for the Academy Awards. Like, I think we had like 3 horror films nominated in 2024, which were The Substance, Alien Romulus, and Nosferatu. Like, The Substance was the only one nominated for Best Picture, but just in general, talking like I said, Romulus, The Substance, and Nosferatu. There was a couple that were even nominated last year, like Weapons and Sinners. I mean, I could even consider Frankenstein in a way, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. That's horror adjacent. Same thing with Begonia. Begonia is also horror adjacent in a way. Let me take a look at the nominees. And yeah, I think I'd honestly say like those 3 particularly that were nominated for Best Picture: Frankenstein, Sinners, and Begonia. Like, Frankenstein and Begonia are horror adjacent. And Sinners is a horror movie. And Weapons, of course, got Amy Madigan her Best Supporting Actress Oscar win, which was very, very well deserved. Silence of the Lambs is a horror. I'm not big on it. I gotta rewatch it. I have not seen The Silence of the Lambs in a few years, but it's a phenomenal film. Have hidden themes and meanings that go deeper into some of the celebrated traumas. Not saying dramas aren't good, but horror is on the same level as that genre. For sure. I definitely get that. Oh. Let's see. Oop. Don't know what just happened there. But yeah. Hell, we might even get some love for the horror genre for the Oscars this year, more than likely, for Obsession. Because there's been so much like chatter and talk. There's been so much chatter about Indy Navarrete getting nominated for Best Actress, which I hope that happens. Because she deserves it 100%. was in the thriller. Silence of the Lambs was in the thriller section. Okay, I get that, but once again, I still consider it a horror movie. Buffalo Bill is fucking terrifying. Yep, the famous quote right there, Jason. Put the lotion in the basket. Terrifying shit there, dude. Yeah, Buffalo Bill is a fucking terrifying villain. Obsession was like Fatal Attraction, the paranormal twist, and the acting wasn't good, honestly. Honestly, I would disagree. I respect your opinion, totally respect it, but I disagree. Yes, that was great. Oh man, dude, Joe Dirt's hilarious. But again, Paul, I totally respect your opinion on all was as good. Must have been a typo, but like the acting, like all across the board in Obsession is phenomenal. But of course, like the real star of the show of that movie was Indy Navarrete. Which, speaking of Obsession, there it is. Yep, got it on 4K. Yep, and this still is my number. I've said it earlier, but I'll say it again. It is still my number one of the year. I think the one I could see topping this is Werewolf. But other than that, I don't think I see any other movie beating this one for me. This might still be my number one of the year by the end of the year. I don't know yet, but if I had to like pick, it still might be this one. One plus, watched it in theaters 3 times, and I watched it again at home as of recently. And I've said it before also earlier in the stream, but it's also a movie that is so thought-provoking and sparks great conversation with people, like talking about different theories, like how you interpret certain things about the film. That is something that I absolutely love about it, is a movie that creates... I've also said this earlier in the stream, but I love films that spark conversation and also are so thought-provoking. Did you like The Odyssey? Yeah, I love The Odyssey. That's currently my number 2 of the year behind Obsession. I just feel like for me, Obsession is going to have a lot longer lasting impact. Not to say that The Odyssey won't, but I just feel like the film that like has been stuck in my head for longer is probably going to be stuck in my head like for like as the rest of the year progresses is going to be Obsession. I don't know what else to say though, man. But yeah, the Odyssey, yeah, once again, talked about it earlier. It's incredible. Amazing in pretty much every way. Jeez. Sorry. Fatal Attraction's a great one, man. I haven't seen it in years, but it is a great movie. I definitely would like to go back and revisit it at some point. Again, I have seen it, but it's been years. All right. Well, it's getting kind of late, guys. It's getting pretty late. And I have to go to work tomorrow. So, but of course, like I said, I had nothing else to do tonight, so I wanted to stop in and just, chat it up with you guys for a little while. So, yeah. But thank you everybody so much that came into the chat tonight, and shout out to Mike and Michael Entity for popping in here for a little bit. It was a lot of fun. I loved getting to chat with you guys for a while. So, sure he didn't. I'm sure he didn't, but yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night for a watch along of The Sandlot, and I've got some guests lined up, and I think it's going to be a fun watch along. So, yeah, so it's going to be a fun one. I cannot wait for that watch along tomorrow night, guys. So, stay tuned. But anyways, y'all, I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for the watch along of The Sandlot, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Peace.